Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Red Shadow 808. So, I kind of just want to practice sharing my thoughts out there and see if I can build somewhat of a discussion platform around gaming and whatnot. So, today's topic is about Battle Royale gaming. And so, I'll go back to like when I first heard of it. It was Fortnite, well, for me. And so, I tried Fortnite like literally like two times, and the building it didn't really get me hip into it. I did think the concept was interesting, but I didn't want to have to deal with the building on top of trying to shoot people. Um, I played third person shooters like Gears of War, um, Uncharted, Resident Evil. I don't mind third person shooters. There are some really third person shooters out there, don't get me wrong. But when you're dealing with battle royale and stuff, and it's mostly geared towards just the gameplay functionality of battle royale. Like there's no like really story going on whenever you're hopping into a match. It's just be the last man standing. And so I don't mind building things either. I played Minecraft. I love Dragon Builders too. It's just shooting mixed with building doesn't work for me. And so I don't even mind watching people play as well. Then eventually, when Modern Warfare 2019 was coming out and it was revealed that it had Battle Royale with it in Warzone, I was thinking, great, just straight up first person shooter. Because when it pertains to that, survival type of gameplay, I enjoy having an intimate feel with the action that's going on. That's why I love first person shooters with Battle Royale, because you can actually see the gun, up close. You can, like you can't cheat with third person. With third person, you can see over your shoulder. You can see around the corner without your body actually having to be around the corner. So it makes sense with shooters with being first person shooter in a battle royale sense, because you can't use those unrealistic advantages in a first person versus a third person. Um, so I got heavy into Warzone. Like it was probably the best thing I ever played since like Halo 3 multiplayer. Like for me personally, like Halo 3 multiplayer, for the longest time, way after the game had ended, I was deep into Halo 3 multiplayer. And I really didn't play many other multiplayer games. I mean, I've dove into some, but it's just like there were so many other games that kind of flew over my head. Halo 3 multiplayer was it. Halo Reach multiplayer, was it when that was popular and ongoing. And I still love Halo multiplayer to this day. But Modern Warfare Warzone, it's like you can let your imagination go on. You can go about it any kind of way you want. Play with your friends. Go ahead and explore the huge map. Use helicopters. Use any kind of weapon that you want. Upgrade your weapon. Change the attachments to any kind of way you want. Attachments from different countries. All kinds of reticles and sights. Combinations of reticles and sights, different kinds of outfits and skins. It was just so much to appreciate about playing Modern Warfare Warzone in 2019. Um, and it's just like I thought about making a YouTube series about it, but you know, unfortunately, Call of Duty got to make a game every single year, and then eventually got around to Modern Warfare 2 having their Warzone thing, and they got to make all these updates. So now we get into the updates. This is the thing that pisses me off the most whenever I think about this era of my gaming life. And for me, I started to lose interest in Warzone when it came to them doing updates like literally like every other month and a half. I'm like at it. I think after the first like 4 or 5 updates, I'm like, okay, this is nice. I'm like, if you guys are going to make another map, I would appreciate that. But if not, if you're not gonna make another map, just keep the map, keep all the little extra objectives you put in there, and just leave it at that. But they kept on doing more, and so they added some ridiculous guns in the game. Like for me, I don't know what the gun's called, but it looks like the DMR from Halo Reach. And this gun, let me tell you, 3 shots, right? You'll have full plated armor. Normally, in a usual firefight, when the game first started, you would have chances to get away, to recover from being hit. Um, it would take about maybe like, I would say 4 or 5 seconds of you constantly getting hit before you was taken out with most of the weapons. With that gun, you would get hit with 3 bullets, and this is a semi-automatic. Well, I think it was like a single shot weapon. Can't remember, but the rate of fire is really dependent on your ability to tap the trigger button on your remote. So if you was a trigger finger happy gunslinger, then this weapon might as well been close to fully automatic, because you could just tap the crap out of it, and then all you had to do was just hit the person 3 times, and then you was gone, like gone. Like people can't pick you up afterwards, and so people would camp like the tallest buildings in this map. Like there was different parts of the map where you could camp high areas, and like I say, you have all these kinds of scopes, like almost like literally anything you could think of. Thermal, 2 times, 3 times, sniper stocks on an assault rifle. I didn't even know you could do that in real life, but I don't really know much about actual gun mechanics, and so I realized, yes, you can put a sniper scope on a M16, for example, in real life if you wanted to. But they were doing that with this overpowered gun. Then they came out with a gun that had a silencer already attached to it. This gun on base, without any other attachment, or like something like FMJ, could shoot through anything in the game and hit you. You could be behind a thick rock, like the one rock that Chris Redfield punched off of the cliff in Resident Evil 5, if you guys ever played that game. Something like that. They could shoot at you if you was on the other side of this rock and hit you with no attachments. You could be on a building, and I actually had a situation like this where I was on a building, another team was on another building at a distance. I can't remember if they was lower, if they was higher, but I was on the side of the rooftop where I had the roof covering me at an angle. These people were just blind firing through the roof. And keep in mind that up until this point, even if you had FMJ, you couldn't do that on the roof like that. You couldn't just shoot through a roof and hit people. And so I got tired of it. People were using the best guns in the game, and keep in mind too, this game is crossplay. Like you can play with people. If you're on Xbox, I'm on Xbox. If you're on Xbox, you can play with people on PS4. You can play with people on PC. And the thing is that, and it's widely known that a lot of people were cheating because they were able to use PC and use aimbot and stuff like that. And it's like these people can just click the aim button, and then their aimbot will aim directly where you're at without them having to put any effort. And all they have to do is just fire, and you're gone. And so I just wasn't having fun no more. Like I kind of was playing with some people I met through the game and stuff like that, but I didn't really have a squad like that. I wasn't playing Modern Warfare and then be like, hey bro, like, so how was your week at work or something like that? Like, how's the family? Like, I don't have a friend group like that personally on my Xbox or whatever. So it, like, I was really just enjoying the game just off of me, just meeting all kinds of people and stuff like that, just doing drive-bys on helicopters. And I think at some point they did incorporate like trucks and jeeps. Like, the game was freaking incredible. But I literally rage quit and delete the game. I got to a point where I can still play the multiplayer and the campaign. The campaign is pretty solid, but I can't do the Warzone anymore. And even when Modern Warfare 2 came out, I was like, I'm not going down that rabbit hole again because, quite frankly, I know there's multiple different companies that are making Call of Duty games and stuff like that, but they all are just really jerking gamers all around. Like you think you have some good one moment, and then like, oh, we're going to do this patch, that patch, this patch. It's just like, you guys might as well call yourself pirates. Like, how many patches do you need? Just make the game right and just keep, when it's good, keep it the same way. So so moving over to the next point, um, I was I felt like I had a void in my life from the fact that I had a taste of battle royale. But when I quit Modern Warfare, I'm just like, I really want to play a freaking battle royale game. Like, I just love the concept. So I was aware of Apex for a while. I tried it for a second at one point in time, but then I was just like, I don't really just jump into new things quite that well when it pertains to battle royale. So I gave it a try after I quit Modern Warfare, and I learned how to work, because for me it was like the fact that I had to uh hold the D-pad and like flip my analog stick to like pick the health syringes and the shields, and I'm like I got to do all this butt clicking just to like shield up or heal up, because it wasn't like that in Modern Warfare. I can't remember how. I mean, in Modern Warfare, I think what it was is that I had to hold a button and I would shield up, and then it's just like if I wanted to heal, I think your character would heal by themselves or something like that. So because of Modern Warfare, I was used to just pressing and holding down a button to like shield up, and I don't believe there was like a healing syringe thing in there. So Apex, you don't heal. You have to manually heal yourself by pressing a string of buttons and like utilizing your analog stick. But I got used to it, and I'm like, Apex is a really decent game. Like, it's solid, and so I've been playing Apex a lot. And this is where we get to the core of this discussion. I just wanted to give you guys an intro of to why I'm really going in about Apex today. So I still don't really have a community on Apex. I know you can have clans and stuff like that. I don't do clans really, because it's just like, I have a job. I provide for my own apartment. I have to pay rent. I have to pay utilities and stuff like that. Right now I'm paying like $2,000 a month on reoccurring expenses of just living. And so I just don't have the mental space. Maybe I need to make mental space, because I'm really getting tired of randos on Call of Duty. Not because a lot of people make dumb mistakes, because they do. I come across a lot of players that do things that tactically don't make no sense. I'm like, have you never ever watched any kind of movie that had any kind of gun shooting in it? It's like, all you have to do to be decent at Apex is, I don't know, watch a freaking movie about SWATs or SWAT people, about cops, like something that is serious. Like, watch how these people do shootouts that are successful in the shootouts, that make sense. Like, no, not people with superpowers, not people who really don't need a gun. Like, okay, you're the Terminator. If you get shot, you're literally not going to feel a thing. So you can just walk up to a person and freaking throw their body across wherever, or just punch them and they're out. Like, no, watch a movie with real life people with real life limitations, and learn how they, conquer a situation or get out of a situation through firefight, and just do that. That's what I literally do in Apex. I'm not the kind of person where I study up on how to get good at this shooter kind of video. I just literally play the game like how I would in real life. I paintball, from time to time when I can afford it. And so a lot of people play Apex like they've never watched a shooter movie in their entire life. That does get irritating. But what irritates me more about Apex is people who get on there, who they claim and they say that they hate losing, that they do not like at least getting in the top 10, jump on this game, and then they want to start beef. Like they be saying some stuff where if they was to go out in like some of the neighborhoods that I grew up in real life, and if they was to act like that in that kind of environment, they would be in the ground somewhere in some kind of cemetery. Like they would be a memory right now. But these people, they get to sit behind, their TV screen or their computer screen, say whatever they want to say. And unless they find someone that knows how to track their IP address and go out and find them, which they do exist. Don't get me wrong. They do exist. And it's just like, it's kind of like playing Russian roulette, right? Like if you value your life, you're not going to want to pass the revolver to your friend and be like, all right, let's see which one of us blows our brains out first. Like, like once it happens, you think it's going to be okay. It's not going to be okay. So it's just like, yes, these dudes will get on here because not too many people know how to find your IP address. But if you come across the one, I have heard of some stories of different situations where some guy met let's say a guy or a woman met some person that they played with on Xbox Live or some online game or something like that. They will drive across a state to meet this person. And in the real life cases that I'm referring to, this other player was a child, and they went that length to meet up with them in real life. So just imagine if you piss off someone that can find your IP address and they have nothing to lose, they will come to where you're at. They don't care if you're like if they were on the East Coast and you're on the West Coast, and you piss off because there are people out there like this. Don't get me twisted. I have thought in my life so far that there could not be people this stupid that could exist. Like you're watching a movie and you think like, oh, like this person's really dumb. Like someone like that in real life couldn't possibly exist. No, it's real. It is about as real as like you touching your hand, as real as you waking up and taking your first breath in the morning. When you say someone like this couldn't possibly exist, you're wrong. You are wrong. Just trust me when I say that. You do not want to go down this path. So there are people out there who will piss random people off that they have no idea like what they do in their life, like what they've gone through. And so if you come across that opportunity to piss someone off like that, who might be willing to drive from East Coast to West Coast if you're in the United States, best believe that the only thing you could possibly do is maybe write some statuses or post some videos on TikTok about how much you regret talking crap to someone that you didn't know. Then you be like, oh, please just be nicer to people on online gaming. This guy, he said he's driving across New Mexico. I'm in Arizona. It's been a week, and he just keeps on texting me like every single day. He's like, I just crossed this state line, and he say he has a Desert Eagle, and he's gonna blow my brains out, and I can't believe I thought it was okay to do this. And guys, I just want you to remember me, remember my story. Be nice to people online gaming, right? Like you don't want to be that person. So with that to say, I just want to have a good time playing a battle royale game. I have to deal with, like, I do Uber right now. I deal with people having, unrealistic expectations of me, reporting me, making my job harder and stuff like that. And I just want to experience battle royale, explore the different maps, and get all these guns, like get myself in different kinds of tactical situations, and meet there are some cool people you can meet, maybe meet some new friends and stuff, just talk about our life like while we're gunning down people. That sounds like a good time. But it's just like most of the time it's not, because these people come in and will just talk trash for no reason. I'm just like, I didn't do anything to you. Like, why do you have to come on here and act like a jerk? And they think it's cool. They think it's a cool thing to try to talk down on you. And to make themselves feel better because maybe they're not doing so good in life, or maybe they're lonely. I had this one dude talk about oh, like, you guys better not suck trash or like that, like poor ass people or something like that. And then he kept on bragging about like how he owns his own business or something like that. He was like, oh, you guys are lame because you're sitting here losing money playing video games because you have to go to work and stuff like that. And basically, like, I make money while I'm sitting here playing video games or something like that. And then this one, I didn't say nothing to him, but this one dude was talking to him. He's like, oh, he's like, okay. He's like, well, he's like, I enjoy my life the way it is. And then for some reason, somehow the conversation revolved around him talking about how, he has lawyers to protect him if he like decides that he wants to pay someone to kill someone or something like that. He's like, so let me get this right. He's like, you're a person who disrespects people for not owning their own business, and you kill people. He's like, all right, yeah, I see what kind of person you are. And it's just like, there's so many people just on Apex alone. And I do not believe in like policing speech. I enjoy the fact that people have the freedom to say whatever they want to say without, getting arrested or, having their quality of life changed because of the government, having some kind of authority over like, oh, you called this person old. Well, we're going to make you do community work. And if you don't do community work, you're going to go to jail because you called this person. Like, no, I don't want to get to that point. So, but the thing is, though, is that just because you're free to do something doesn't mean that you should be free from like personal consequences. Like, I don't know where I was going with that, but I'm gonna leave it at that. The amount of people that you come across that just like that try to tear you down. And what I was gonna say is that Apex is a team game. You can do duos and trios. And most good leaders know that if you want your team to do well or work to the best of their ability, is that everyone has to feel positive in the group that they're in. They have to really enjoy what they do. And there are going to be mistakes. People are going to mess up. And a lot of time I just tell people like, hey, it's okay, man. Mistakes happen. We can just start another match. It's not like if you lose an Apex, like you never get to play Apex again. Like we can just, we play for hours. So it's just like, dude, we can just try again. And people on there like obsess over their rank. Like the rank is, having rank to validate how good you are is cool and all, but for me, it's not the end all be all. Right now on rank, I'm a diamond rank player, I believe, diamond 1, and I really don't care. Like, what matters to me is that if I match up with people and like I'm just like going through losing streaks, and it's like I can't just stick in the map for 5 minutes, like because of the team not really working well together. That's what irritates me, aside from people talking trash and stuff like that. Because I just like to have fun. Like if I'm only in the map for 5 minutes, or let's say 2 minutes, I just hop out of the ship or whatever, land. I grab a gun, and then I get gunned down because for some reason this other team has telepathy and they know just to shoot at me at the same time. Like that gets annoying. But other than that, like I don't mind when I D-rank. I don't care because I don't get paid to play Apex. I don't think, now anyone could tell me if I'm wrong that watches this video in comments, but I do not think that most of the people that play Apex make any kind of money off of it. People will be playing Apex so hardcore that the only thing that I can think of to like rationalize why people get so mad and like treat it so serious is that I'll be thinking in my head like they have to be at gunpoint right now, like in a situation where someone that they maybe irritated or owe money is like, hey, either you win this Apex match, you come in first place and win, or you're going to have a new hole in your head. Like that's the only thing I can rationalize to be like, okay, this person has to be going through this situation to be playing this hard or like screaming this much. Wait for a second. Could you imagine? Because I literally had this dude the other day. Like I can't. Okay, so I think what it was is that he was off to the side somewhere. My other partner was near me, and we fought it out till we died. Like we did the best that we could. But this dude was off to the side. He died last. But he sounded like Michael Jackson too when he screamed this or something. But he was like, bro, he's like, why can't we? He's like, why didn't y'all stay alive? Or something like that. Wait, what song am I gotta remember this. It was a certain Michael Jackson song. What was that song? Hold on one second. I need a moment. Oh no. Okay, so it was the Staying Alive song. Like where they're like, Staying Alive. No, but he was like, why didn't y'all stay alive? But it wouldn't be funny. On a serious note, it would not be funny. But it would be crazy if like I heard on someone's mic, like, no, I try to stay alive. Bam. I'd be like, he probably pissed someone off on Apex that he shouldn't have pissed off. I have a very twisted sense of humor. But yeah, so yeah, I really did not I did not script this out at all. So I'm trying to stay on topic and go through my line of thought the way I wanted to go about it. But I'm really considering taking my clan on Apex more seriously. I don't have a clan. I have a clan tag. I know you can invite people in it and stuff like that to like, you know, be in a clan group. But I might considering asking people if they just want to join my clan or something like that, because I do not enjoy playing with most randoms on Apex. And it's just like I'm either thinking about just doing game reviews and like, you know, recording. Like I'm already recording Resident Evil 4 right now, doing a playthrough video session for that. But you know, I might just look into video games that people don't know about. I've already wanted to do this, but you know, there's so much stuff in my life and going on, and there's only certain games that really catches my eye. But I do play some games that like that are not advertised, are not AAA games, stuff like that. And I want to get people more aware of like better games and stuff like that, and because I know how to pick apart a game and tell people what is good and bad about it and what kind of people that these games will be for. Like, because I don't really make a lot of friends. I mean, I'm the type of person that like literally just listens to people a lot and observes people. So that's what I want to do. But it's just like I still want to play Apex or just a good battle royale game in general. I don't know of any other kind right now out there. But yeah, I'm getting sick of the trash talking people in Apex. It's not that Apex is evolving into some kind of different game that like is annoying me because they're adding retarded guns or mechanics that don't make sense. Like Apex got that part down. It's the trap. Well, I don't mind trash talk either. I'm not that kind of person that can't take a joke. It's to the point where people are saying things that make you want to beat them up. Just to be straightforward with it, these people be saying stuff where it's just like you have to mute them for the most part, or if you keep on listening to them, it's just like, I mean, yeah, you could just turn your game off or like that, but there's so many. Like you turn your game off, quit the match, take the penalty, wait 10 minutes, come back on. Then there's another person who says some like wild stuff that is unnecessary. I'm like, we're trying to win this match. Like people have made me mad at Apex. I'm like, all right, because you don't want to apologize and stop being this way. When you go down, I'm not picking you up. And I will not pick them up even if I need them. Because I don't get paid to play this game. I don't have a following uh for me playing Apex on YouTube or any other kind of platform. I don't have anything to benefit from stressing on Apex. Like I know there's some people who maybe have platforms because they're so good and they do some wild stuff. I think most of them cheat, but there are some people who can do some crazy stuff, and that's their skill, and then that's how they build their platform. Yes, their rank may be important to them, or yes, the fact that they seemingly, who's calling me? Pause. How did I resume this? Okay. Oh, okay. So no, someone called me, and I thought the video had stopped. But yeah, like there are people like that where the success of their future depends on them being a seemingly amazing at Apex in every single way. But there's nothing for me to gain by treating Apex in that fashion. So, um, anyone that has managed to get this far in the video, if you would be interested in, and if you play Apex, or maybe if you know of a battle royale game that is like Apex or the way that Modern Warfare Warzone used to be, let me know. I'll try it out, review it, whatever have you. Let people know how good it is, if they want to, if they should try it out or not. And sorry, I'm seeing a message. But yeah, if anyone wants to join my clan on Apex, just want to have someone friendly to play with, let me know. Give me like your Apex name or something like that. I'll invite you to the clan. I'm tired of the stress. This is unnecessary. This wouldn't need to even be a thing if Call of Duty Warzone had stayed where it was at when it was really good. But yeah, that was it, y'all. Just like, share this video. If you feel like someone might enjoy it. Other than that, I'm gonna keep on keeping on, and you guys have a blessed day.